Oh, the sun looks so pretty right now. Excuse the mess of my bed, but hi, welcome back to my channel. I have just woken up from a nap, hence this mess. But funny story, I was actually supposed to film this video yesterday and the exact same thing happened. I fell asleep at about 6 and I think I woke up at 7, and from then on I was just disorientated, thrown off. But I've just downed a little whipped iced coffee, so hopefully that doesn't happen again today. But I just had a little power nap. But welcome back to my channel. Weird way to start a video, but today we're going to be doing an evening routine. I was originally going to be doing this video like super structured with like a voiceover and everything, but I kind of realised my last couple of videos have been very structured, like sit down videos, so I just want to kind of bring it back a bit, have a little bit of a chill one, and just kind of do like an evening in my life kind of thing, I guess, but also show you my evening routine along with it, because it's probably been one of my most requested videos probably of all time, and I've actually never done an evening routine on my channel simply because I've never had one, which I know is a weird thing to say, especially for me. Like, I am such a creature of habit, like I love a routine, but evening routines never really worked for me. Like, my schedule during the week was always kind of funny in the sense, like some days I would have uni, some days I wouldn't, and I often worked in the evenings or through the night till like 4 or 5 a.m. so obviously I wouldn't necessarily have an evening routine. But since being on lockdown, being in isolation, stuck at home, my days have become a lot more similar in kind of like their routine and kind of how they pan out throughout the day. So I thought I'd just bring you along with me. Today is a little different for 2 reasons actually. One is because me and Christian had quite a late lunch, like we had lunch at about 4, so I don't think we'll be having a proper sit down dinner tonight. And 2 is because it's currently Friday, which means Christian's office usually does like a drinks thing on a Friday, especially because this week they have some people leaving. Now Christian and his flatmates, Christian's my boyfriend by the way if you're new to the channel, but Christian and his flatmates have actually been furloughed for work, but because they have people leaving and they're still encouraged to like keep in touch and get involved with the social stuff to feel like connected to the company and their colleagues and things, which I think is really lovely, they've obviously been invited for their drinks tonight, so I might join them for 1 or 2. But the first thing I usually do in the evenings is FaceTime someone. I've just put you down, my arm is not that strong. I also want to address, like, this is a mirror. People always get really confused why they can see 2 beds in one room, but I have a mirror right next to me. Anyway, I usually do a FaceTime in the evening, not every day. I probably do a few a week, nothing too intense, but I usually just FaceTime either my mum or my nan, and then, or actually I call my nan, she doesn't have a smartphone, but I like to keep in touch with my family during the evenings, or occasionally a friend or 2 during the week. So I'm actually going to be FaceTiming my mum this evening. I actually haven't FaceTimed her all week. Hello. I'm back. Sorry, Christian had to get a shirt for his drinks just to dress up a little bit, feel a little bit fancy, which we all like to do now and again. But yeah, I'm actually going to FaceTime my mum. I haven't spoken to her all week, which is really strange because we've actually been FaceTiming more frequently. We used to FaceTime maybe once a week or maybe once every 10 days or so, and then recently it's been like 2 or 3 times a week, but this week's just been pretty busy for both of us just because my mum's actually a school teacher, so she still has work on, and I've just been doing some bits and bobs and kind of keeping myself busy, which has been really nice. But it's always nice to have a little bit of a slow down, catch up with your mum, and obviously it's Friday. She's always in her best mood on a Friday because she doesn't have any work over the weekend, so that's going to be really fun to chat to her, but obviously document that. And then afterwards we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I will kind of let you know when kind of my more typical or things of my routine come into play. Like, I usually read some of my book or have a cup of tea and those kind of things, and I'm just really excited to kind of like, oh, that was my alarm to tell me to start my video from my nap. But yeah, I'm just really excited to kind of get cozy with you and kind of get back to the vlogging style. I've been doing a lot less vlogs just because I see people doing day in my life vlogs and I love them. I really enjoy that kind of style, but for me personally, I'm really not doing very much, and the little I am doing is to do with like YouTube behind the scenes stuff or just like odd bits and ends, which I obviously find interesting because they're to do with my life and things, but I just don't think would be very fun to watch. But I'm excited to do this kind of vlog style to get back to my roots a little bit and have just a good old catch up and a little bit of cozy downtime with you all. The sun is beaming, my god. Let's FaceTime my mum and actually see if she answers. Oh, I've never filmed from this angle. This is usually my tripod. This is my coffee. Not sure if you caught any of that, but it was a bit manic of a very brief FaceTime. I think it was like 2 minutes. But my sister actually answered. Then I saw my mum, but my nan is actually around picking up her groceries. They keep their like 2 meter distance, but my nan likes to sit in the garden whilst my mum's inside and have like a little chat for a bit. So I'm just letting them catch up, obviously, because it's really important for my nan to kind of have some human interaction, I guess, because we're being very strict, like not allowing her out of the house pretty much at all, unless it is to pick up her groceries from one of my aunts or uncles or mum's house. So yeah, that was like a 3-minute FaceTime, but she said she's going to call me back. But it was nice to actually see my nan, because I've only obviously been able to call her because she's just not a kind of, she doesn't have Wi-Fi in her house. So yeah, I haven't seen her at all. So it was really nice just to see her for a few seconds. But I'm going to go peek my head in on the flatmates, I think, and then get back to my FaceTime. I just put my head around the corner and I think they're still talking about like businessy stuff first, or like more official things. So I just kind of snuck backed out a little bit, but I'll go in and join like afterwards when they're doing the fun bit, because that's what the plus ones get to do. But I just thought I'd show you how my banana loaf turned out. If you'd watched my grocery haul a week ago, I mentioned that I really wanted to bake a banana loaf because everyone else on the internet was doing it, and I freaking love banana loaf, and it just seemed like the perfect cozy day thing. And yesterday it was bucketing it down. I was like, perfect day to do a banana loaf. Finally managed to get all the ingredients. But guys, look at this. Look how dense this guy is. Not really sure what happened there. I think I must have just beat it too hard. Like I think I beat all the air out of it or something. But it took an hour, maybe a little over an hour to cook rather than the half an hour it said on the recipe. And it's like a dense boy. Tastes great, don't get me wrong, tastes really good, but it's like so dense. It's more of like a banana log than a banana loaf, so maybe I've created a whole new invention. But I was really sad that it didn't work out, but I'm determined not to be defeated. Christian's gonna buy me some more ingredients for like all kinds of baking goodies in the next shop we do, so hopefully there'll be a lot more baking coming up, because I do really enjoy it and I love that people love it, but obviously people don't love my banana loaf. I actually just came back in my room and looked at my mess of a bed and realised I was supposed to ask you something and I completely forgot. But basically, getting a little chatty for a few minutes, I've been sleeping like absolute poop. And I don't know if it's been happening to anyone else out there. I know I've seen a couple of things on Instagram of people like not sleeping their best, but I just have not been sleeping well at all, and I don't know if it's because of this whole isolation process. I don't know if it's because it's now brighter in the mornings now that we're getting to summer. I don't know if it's because I can hear my neighbours downstairs. I'm not really sure, but I don't have a Fitwatch, smartwatch or anything, so I actually wore Christian's for a couple of nights ago, and I woke up 8 times in one night, which when you're only having 9 hours of sleep, I think I'm having 9, maybe some nights, let's be honest, some nights it's probably like 10, but mostly like 9 hours. 8 times is a lot to wake up in one night. Like I wasn't having much REM sleep or deep sleep or one of them, and I just find that in the mornings from like maybe 5 AM to like 9 AM I'm just waking up, rolling over, going back to sleep, waking up, rolling over, going back to sleep. So if there's anything you guys have experienced or tried or tested that has worked for you, please let me know. Obviously I've introduced a nighttime routine. I now have like my rituals and stuff to kind of get my mind ready for bed, so I don't think, and like I don't necessarily struggle falling asleep, but staying asleep is a whole nother issue. I do have blinds, which are just your typical blinds, came with the flat, seem to do the job, and there's nothing really I could do about downstairs noise. I guess I could wear earplugs. Maybe I'll try that actually. Maybe I'll test that out tonight, wear earplugs. Christian always worries when I wear earplugs to bed because he thinks like they're gonna go into my brain. But maybe I could try that. But yeah, if there's anything you know of that you've experienced like some bad sleep and it just helped you kind of get into a deeper sleep or sleep for longer or sleep like uninterrupted, please let me know, because it's not like I'm getting up to go to the toilet or anything. I'm literally just waking up and going straight back to sleep, but it's just very irritating, and I do think like it's taking a little bit of a toll. But maybe during this video you'll spot something and be like, oh, you could do this differently. So hopefully you can let me know in the comments down below. It is now, let me give you a timestamp actually, it's just gone 6 o'clock, which is very lucky. I've also made this cutie wallpaper. I have a load over on my Instagram. I've got them on a highlight called wallpapers, but I make like cute little calendars for your lock screen, which I think is really fun. But yeah, it's currently 6 o'clock, so I'm just waiting for my mum to call me back so I can have a little FaceTime catch up with her, and then I will keep you updated throughout the evening. Hello everybody, it is a lot later. I think it's 9 o'clock. Oh, I'm right under a light. It is very nearly 9 o'clock, 1 minute to 9, and for the last 2 and a bit hours we've been doing a quiz with Christian's work, and I'm kind of like over it. I'm so hungry. I didn't really care how well I did. It was fun. Christian's counting up the marks right now, but I need food. So I had a very good FaceTime with my mum. She helped us make some of the questions for the quiz, and it was really fun. I had a glass of red wine, I had a little chat, but yeah, I just really need some food, so I'm gonna ransack these cupboards and see what I can find, but it's probably gonna be a very odd mash of things. Okay, so I know this looks really gross, but I've got some avocado on rice cakes with salt and pepper, and then some jam and peanut butter on rice cakes for after. So a little food mashup. Very strange. I told you it was going to be really random. And we're back in the bedroom where I belong. We did not do very well on the quiz. I think we got like 16 out of 90 or something, like not very well at all, but it was some really tricky questions in there. We tried our best, what can we say? But step 1 of night routine is to get into some comfy clothes. I'm already usually in like comfy-ish clothes because obviously I've been sat at home all day, but I'm not about to sleep in some mum jeans, so what I usually opt for is just like an oversized t-shirt with some granny pants. Sorry to put it out there, but I like to be comfy when I'm sleeping. Don't want any trousers or none of that faff, just want a t-shirt, pants, good to go. But I do live with 2 other people, so I usually wear pajama bottoms until I get to that point, and I usually just opt for, okay, I thought that was going to be way easier one-handed. These bad boys, these are from Bedroom Athletics, and they're like lovely, like felt almost, like really soft and comfy and cozy, because it is still like a little bit chilly in the evenings, so I do pop these on as well, so let's do that. So this is my nighttime get up, nothing really special, just a big, really soft, like super worn in I Heart NY t-shirt, just one that I probably wouldn't wear on the outside world. Actually, saying that, I do actually have a cropped version of this, which I do wear to the gym, but just slouchy, tucked into some lovely PJ bottoms. But the next bit is my fave. My favourite part of my evening routine has to be, where are they? Oh, they're right at the back. Someone's reorganised the tea cupboard. Some vanilla chai tea. It's caffeine free, lift flushed with cinnamon warmth. It's really freaking good, and I just have one of these in some hot water with a little stick of dark chocolate in bed, and I either read or watch something. I think we might try reading for a little bit. Christian's just popped out, so it'll be nice to open my book, have a little bit of quiet time, because I've obviously been talking to a lot of people this evening, which isn't often a regular occurrence, but let's make my tea. I just popped the light back on, but I have got my fairy lights on, which I think is so cozy. It makes me so happy. But I just thought I'd pop the light on whilst I told you about the book I'm currently reading, which is The Reefer Men, and it's by Tony Thompson, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And I say that because I've read quite a few fictions recently which just haven't been doing it for me. I'm not really sure why, just I haven't loved them. I haven't wanted to pick up and keep reading them. But this I've started this week, I think, and I'm already over halfway through, but it's actually a true crime book, which I thought was really interesting. It's not written like a fiction, but they give you a lot of background information as if you're learning about a character, and it's kind of hard and weird to remember that actually this happened. So it's kind of cool, really interesting. It's all about a drug ring for marijuana back in the 1960s, so a little bit weird, a little bit niche, I guess, but I bought it thinking it was a fiction like crime book. But it's not, it's true crime, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I've really been enjoying it, so if that's kind of your vibe, maybe check it out. No idea when this was released. I got it from a charity shop, but so far so good. With that, I guess, if you do have any good fiction books or even non-fiction books that you would recommend reading whilst in isolation or anything like that, please do leave them down below, because I'm always looking for some new finds. I love finding books in charity shops, but unfortunately that's just not realistic right now. So I'm trying to work with what I've got. I'm going through all of the books that I've been wanting to read or have on my shelf which I haven't got round to, but I think I will need to start buying some new ones pretty soon. So I have been reading for the last little bit, nothing crazy, maybe like 20 pages or so, but I really want to finish Tiger King. I'm so far behind. Everyone else is like been there, done that, raved about it, got over it. But it started off as something we were watching together as a flat, so I didn't want to watch it without them. But it's been a while since then. We haven't watched it. We've moved on to other programs, you know, and I feel sad that I'm missing out and I haven't watched it. So I'm currently like 4 episodes in, I want to say, maybe 5. Also, this remote is really bad. I spilt super glue on it. Oh, whoa, I spilt super glue on it, and since then it's been a bit dodge. So kind of my fault, but also kind of annoying, and also kind of don't want to spend £20 on a new one. So just kind of dealing with it for now. But I'm watching Tiger King, so I'm going to watch some of that, and then I'm sure Christian will come and join me a bit later on. But I think I'm going to end this video here. But if you have enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe down below. Oh, also, if you do have any other Netflix shows that you would recommend, let me know what they are, because I just watched The Crown and I bloody loved it. I'm going through the archives of Netflix now, watching all the old stuff. The new stuff like Too Hot to Handle and all those things, they're fab. I love them. I've watched them. Give me the old goodies. Me and Christian are thinking about starting Breaking Bad, because I haven't seen that yet either. No spoilers, please. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please hit subscribe down below. I'm currently posting 3 videos a week, so hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye!